Hi there, YouTube. Got another watch review for you today. It is a Seiko SKX013, but if you look carefully, it doesn't look like a 013. For those of you who don't know, the 013 is a variation of the SKX007 and the 009. It is their mid-size, or quote-unquote smaller diver. I believe the dimensions on this is 37 millimeter. If you notice back here, this is a very older version that I just recently purchased. So I could modify. If you see here, it says, let's see, 7S26 0030. It uses the same movement. It is as the SKXs. In this case, I purchased this watch with a 6105 dial and what I believe is the 6105 hands. And in this case, if you notice here, the second hand has a red little dot printed onto it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this watch, as it's kind of hard to also video, but if you notice, the date wheel is not quite aligned because this is probably an aftermarket dial. I want to bead blast it and have it as like an everyday utilitarian watch, because I have a small 6-inch wrist and typically larger watches don't work for me, and I really fell in love with my SBCM 023, which is actually a 38 millimeter model. If I'm holding these side by side, and it's very difficult to tell, but it's just a hair larger. But both use the 20 millimeter lugs, and the dimension of the case is very similar. But this is really nice and it's comfortable, but I'd like to take good care of this because this is what kind of brought me into the watch game for Seiko. So I'd like to bead blast this and possibly do some other things. I might change the dial out to the 62 MAS style. I've saw on Artifice Horology, I think, or some similar blog. Looks like he does some pretty outstanding work. But yeah, I just wanted to do a size comparison for you. There's a lot of people, myself included, that were confused about the size dimensions between the SBCM and the SKX013, and I just wanted to have a video for you that puts them side by side so you could have a comparison of the two. Hope you enjoyed this short review.